We thought that she was coming early because how big the doctor said that she was measuring. But on like my 38-week appointment, my doctor scheduled me for a scheduled induction because she didn't want me going past my due date because how big they thought that my daughter was.
They thought she was huge. They thought she was gonna be a big baby. 10-pound baby. 10, 11 pounds.
And then, so yeah, they scheduled my due date, my induction for December 1st. She didn't want me going past my due date. The whole week leading up to that, I was doing everything. We went to this high school around here, the track. Me and my mom, we walked the track, up and down the stairs, running the track. Like, I was walking in the neighborhood every day. I was bouncing on my ball. I was drinking the tea.
You was pumping your breast.
I was pumping my boobs, yes. Like, I was doing everything you could think of to try to get her here because I was just ready to be done. Obviously, nothing worked. My big girl is stubborn. She's a Sagittarius. I'm not sure if you guys know too much about Sagittarius. But she was like, she's coming on her own time. So, comes around December 1st. I feel completely normal. My induction was scheduled for that night. It was a Thursday night. We've already had our bags packed. I don't play about stuff like that. I made us have our bags packed, but your crutches are about to fall. They just literally moved. Anyways, we had our bags packed like 2 months before because I am just like, I like stuff to be done.
They weren't only packed, they were sitting inside the car.
So, that night, December 1st, that day, that Thursday, I know you can't eat while you're in labor, so I was eating all day because I knew I'd be hungry. So I was eating all day. We headed to the hospital around, what time was it?
Like 6:30, because it's right down the street. Hospital's like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, so we headed to the hospital around 6:30, whatever. Got there, checked in. They took us to the labor and delivery room. And we stayed in there all night. They started me on these tablets to soften my cervix. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Cervix checks are horrible. They hurt so bad. Cervix checks, they hurt so freaking bad. So they checked my cervix. I was not dilated. She said maybe a half of pinky dilated. So they started me on the tablets to get my cervix softened.
You said half a pinky, you said half a centimeter.
Yeah, but she said she can only fit her pinky up there. Yes.
You do your 2 fingers. You don't do a pinky.
Pinky.
No, you do 2 fingers though. It's like you can't do a pinky. They said they could like do the barely do the tail.
Well, she said it was like she could put a pinky up there. Anyways. You say that milk for later?
About to eat.
Okay. So, we're only half a centimeter dilated. They gave me a pill to soften my cervix. And we waited a few hours. I think it was like 2 or 4 hours. They came to check again. Still the same. No progress. They gave me more tablets. Basically, all throughout Thursday night until Friday morning, they were giving me tablets every 2 to 3 hours, I think it was. Nothing was happening. So they decided to start me on Pitocin to speeding things up. This was Friday. What? What? Say it.
No, I was just saying, like, at the end of the day, none of that worked. So what was it, a little balloon that they gave you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They put a little balloon in there,
Yeah.
blew it up, and what, they were like, how long did you have to leave that balloon in there?
It was like 3 hours.
Yeah, it was in there for like 3 hours, and then later on, they came in there, and they kind of like, they like tugged it a little bit, and it just slipped right out. And then that's when you went to labor?
That's when my labor started. A little bit after that, when she pulled the balloon out, that meant that I was dilating. I think it was like 3 or 4 centimeters dilated at that point. And an hour after that, my water broke. This was Friday at what?
I don't remember, but I remember it was just crazy. You stood up, and then it just all just on the ground.
This was like 4 o'clock Friday. Yeah, around 4 o'clock on Friday. That's when I started laboring. When my water broke, I literally was just laying in bed, and I felt. Remember, I made a gesture. I was like, "Woo," and I said that to you guys, and I literally felt water come out.
No, you stood up.
No. I was still in bed and I felt it come out, and then I had to go pee, so I got up and it all just came out.
Oh.
Like the movies. It literally was like the movies.
Yeah, so when you have a baby, just know when somebody's water break, like, it's literally water breaking and hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not, I wouldn't say water, but it's liquid hitting the ground.
So.
Inside the boob.
That happened. And from there on, I started having contractions. And so I'm going to insert a video of me. This is going to be so embarrassing. It's really personal, so I'm going to insert like a clip of me in labor going through contractions. It'll be right here. Oh.
He used to work at the visitor center every summer. Every place that you might want to check out for your upcoming snowcast. Snowcast.
Speaking of, any news on when all the snow flurries might start picking up? Santa says snow least expected. But rest assured, we will get you your snowcast come Christmas Eve.
That's what you're going.
So I was breathe. I literally, when they tell you have to breathe through the contractions, you literally have to breathe through them. One thing I can definitely say that, ladies, if you're giving birth, definitely bring you a fan. The fan definitely came in help because I was hot and I needed that fan.
You're gonna be like me so bad. You see me take a little scoop and you want to get some too, huh? Matter of fact, when you were having contractions, it was probably the funniest thing. Well, it wasn't funny, but then again, like, it was kind of funny. I'm gonna put it like this, like, can I tell you how your breath is stink?
Okay.
Throughout that process with her breathing, her facing my way, my nostrils didn't do at that time because her breath was a little on the downside. So I had to keep the fan in front of me, like in my face, so it'll blow the air away from me. I'm holding the fan like this, and she's telling me, TJ, bring it closer, bring it closer. I'm like, I'm not trying to bring it closer.
I'm so dead. Yeah, he said my breath was stink. I wasn't out of bed all day. I wasn't so much pain. I was not getting up. You could have given me a piece of gum or something.
Anybody have no gum in their pocket?
Anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, at 4 my water broke. I was having contractions. They started getting really close. And the nurse on duty that we liked ended up leaving the night before. So we were kind of nervous to see like the nurses that were going to be there for me the next day. But they were all like really good. We ended up liking this nurse. Her name was Marisol, I think it was. Yeah, it was Marisol.
See, I remember her name.
I'm good at that. Her name was Marisol, and she was literally amazing. She kept coming there. I loved her energy. She was like encouraging and everything. Like, and I didn't really know what to expect, being that I never gave birth before, so I didn't know like how I was gonna feel when I'm ready to push. And she was like, "You're gonna know when you're ready to push. It's gonna feel like you literally have to poop." So I labored all the way over Friday night into Saturday morning. I gave birth on Saturday at 7.
It was like 7:50.
Yeah, 7:50. And yeah, so I labored all night. I almost gave birth without the doctor even in there.
Yeah,
Literally.
That's a whole other story, bro. That was ridiculous. That was unprofessional.
Yeah, I almost gave birth without the doctor in there. So it was like 6 something. I was pushing for 2 hours. Okay, so total I was in labor for 15 hours, meaning from 4 o'clock Friday all the way until 7 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday, I was in pain. Literally in pain. Mind you, okay, let me backtrack. Okay, so I ended up getting the epidural. I don't even know, they didn't tell me how many centimeters I was when I got the epidural, but I got it. I was in pain. My mom, okay, so I'm all over the place. My mom and TJ were in the room during this whole entire thing.
Well, except for when you got the epidural, or the second time your mom was in there first.
Yeah. Were you in there the first time? This
I was in there.
was
I was in there the whole entire night.
Okay.
The whole entire time.
So, the first time I got the epidural, my mom had to leave the room. TJ was still in there. You literally have to sit on the edge of the...
Yeah, you keep hitting the table.
Man down. You have to sit on the edge of the table, hover over like this, hold the pillow, and you cannot move while you're in pain, having contractions. You cannot move because they put like, you know, catheters in your back. So that happened. I got the epidural. I was ready to be out of pain. I was in such pain. I knew that I was going to get the epidural from the time I went into the hospital. So I was excited to get that. And it worked for a few minutes, maybe like 45 minutes. And then I noticed that I was having pain. I was feeling pain. And that it was only getting worse. So I called for the nurse and she comes to check and she notices that the machine, the epidural machine, because you can press the button to get more epidural. So she noticed that the machine turned off. And I was like, bruh, okay, so you guys are gonna have to do it again. So it took like an hour for the guy, the anesthesiologist, to come and do it again. And at this time, it was another guy. And he did it right this time. He did it better. He was an older guy. And my mom and TJ both got to stay in the room because it was such an inconvenience. So that happened. That was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, when I got my second epidural. Contractions kept happening. Okay, so they kept trying to offer me ice chips. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Just like use the ice like from Wawa or like ice, whatever. Use the ice. No, they're specific types, not like regular ice. They're like the little good ice. It's the good ice. So they kept trying to offer me that, and I did not want it. Like, when I tell you, every 5 minutes they'd be like, you want some ice chips? You want some ice chips? I'll be like, no, I do not want some freaking ice chips. Like, I was getting aggravated. What other times did I say?
I don't know why she asked me if I want some ice chips. I don't want them. That was funny, boy. You was getting fed up by them ice chips. That was hilarious. That was probably the funniest part of the night. I don't know why they keep asking me if I want some ice chips. Oh, if I said anything more than twice, as in like, you're okay, she would snap on me. She'd be like, I don't know why you keep trying to say the same thing twice.
I was like, why are you repeating yourself?
Yeah, she was snapping on me.
He would be like, you're okay. I'll be like, stop repeating yourself.
Snapping on me. And then having the baby process, how long did it take you? Well, you said you were pushing for like 2 hours, yeah. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, it was a long night. Out of them 3 days, no, I'm not even say 3 days. No, out of the 2 days from Friday to Saturday, throughout Saturday, probably got like 2-3 hours of sleep. No cap.
Mhm. Yeah.
The longest 2 days of my life. Well, not long. Well, not in a bad way, but just like a longest 2 days.
Yeah, and they tried to offer me fentanyl for a pain reliever, and I was not having that. Like, what? No.
Yeah.
Oh, but the first night they did give me something to put me to sleep. No, the first night they tried to give me they did give me something kind of like melatonin, I guess. It made me a little woozy or whatever. They wanted me to get some rest, so I did. I took that on Friday night. But before they gave me the epidural, they offered me fentanyl, and I was like, yeah, no, just give me the epidural. The epidural didn't hurt, really, to be honest. In the moment, nothing hurts more than the contractions, so. That happened. I threw up while pushing. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
everything's kind of like a birth me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I threw up. What else?
So I don't know. When having a baby, everything happens so fast.
It happened so fast. Even though the whole 3 days was so long, it felt like when I started laboring, it all went by so fast. I wasn't even like checking what time it was. Like every time they would come in and do service checks and everything, like I was like, I wanted to have her on December 2nd. Yeah, because we love the number 2, so I wanted it to be 2/2/22. That would, 12/2/22. That would have been her birthday, but she ended up going into 3rd.
You know, because it was us 2 and now it's 3.
Period. So I got the sensation that I had to start pushing. So I called the nurse, told her that I felt like I had to start pushing. She's like, okay, so she gave me the peanut ball. She wanted me to get on my side. She put the peanut ball in between my legs. And she's like, you're not going to like this, but this helps all the moms, like, labor go by quicker, like speeding things up. So I was like, okay, whatever to do at that point because I was just in so much pain. So I put the ball in between, and then it was just so uncomfortable. I had TJ take it out, and then he snuck it back in before she came.
She did not want that peanut ball. She
Yeah.
was trying to persuade them. Well, she didn't use it. She told
Yeah.
them he wasn't going to use it.
Yeah,
But
I was
took it
done.
away. She just took the peanut ball away. I don't know. Well, she took it out of the room, or she left it. I think she left it in there.
Yeah, I don't know where to put it, but it was so uncomfortable, and it made me feel the contractions even worse. But it did what it needed to do because it was going to speed up. So she did a peanut ball. She had me laying on my side, and she was like, okay, you can start pushing. Mind you, at this time, it's just TJ, my mom, and her, and Marisol, the nurse, in the room. Marisol's shift ended at 6. Or 5, was it? Either one of the two. Her shift ended at 5. And I started pushing like right before she left. And my mom was trying to persuade her, like, can you just stay?
No, you pushed like after she left.
No, babe, I was pushing while she was in there, remember? And she literally left right before I gave birth.
I thought, no, she definitely left. She left beforehand. She was like, I'm sorry, I won't be here when you have birth, da 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 da. And that's when the whole move.
No.
You want to ask your mom?
Yes.
Ask her.
Mommy, was Marisol in the room when I was pushing? Yeah. Yeah, because she switched out right before I gave birth. Okay, so Marisol was in the room while I was pushing. We were so sad because her shift was about to end. My mom was like, can you stay? Da, da, da. And she's like, no, I live far. Da, da, da. Like, she didn't want to stay. And I'm pretty sure she goes through this every day with like people giving birth. So she didn't. I was nobody special to her. But
well, I don't know because
So-
she came back and seen later.
yeah, but she did come back to my room in postpartum, and she came to see LAIA, and she took a picture with her. So I think she liked us just as much as we liked her. She was, so she started me pushing. I was like on each side pushing, and I was like, I have to push. And she made me push 3 times and hold it for, was it 10 seconds?
No, hold it as long as you can. She wanted you to hold it for 10 seconds, but most of the time you wasn't holding it for 10 seconds.
Yeah, so I started using my throat, which they tell you not to do. And the day after that, I had a sore throat. Like, my throat hurt so bad because they were like, no, you can't like push like that. It's gonna hurt your throat. And I should have listened to them because the day after I had a sore throat. But so yeah, I was pushing, and I literally felt like she was gonna come like right then and there. Like, I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
I was crying.
You could see her head. Like after a while, but alright, so this is probably the weirdest part. For what? Should I ask something about the doctor or no?
Yeah, well, tell me how. So they paged the doctor who was supposed to, help me give birth, the actual doctor. And she kept making excuses. She was like, I'm doing something right now. Like, basically saying that
she wasn't gonna be able to come right then and there.
Yeah, she was
Like a
saying.
weirdo.
Yeah, it took her how long to get to the room?
It was probably about 40 minutes to get to the room.
The worst 40 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
I literally almost freaking gave birth without her. She came in and I pushed for, I don't even know how long.
I'm saying, I don't think it was probably
It
quicker
was,
than
it was not that long. I labored the whole time basically without the doctor in there. She came in there and then I had LAIA basically.
Yeah. And then we had our 7-pound, 4-ounce baby.
21 inches long. Oh my gosh. So, when I was pushing, they said that they could see her hair, and they asked me if I wanted to touch like her head, and I didn't, because I was just so out of it in the moment. I was like, no, like I just want to keep pushing, and I thought it was gonna freak me out. Like thinking about the whole labor process, it was kind of scary to me, not knowing like what to expect or anything, and like I didn't want to freak myself out by touching her head, but like for my next child, I definitely will do that.
For your next child, you can touch her head.
Yeah.
Touch her head. But what was I about to say?
If you guys can hear something, that's the dishwasher going.
Oh yeah, and while she was about to start giving birth, like the contractions were so bad. Me and Kaylee's mom, we both thought she was passing out. Like her mom was asking her questions. She was like, "Kaylee."
I was like leaned over on the bed like this.
Yeah, like her head was like, so like y'all know a hospital bed where it got the little things on the side and then it goes like down, like like it's like this. Let me see if I can make the bed. The bed's like this. Her head was up here, the little railing things were right there. Her head was like right by the railing, like she wasn't moving.
I had
she was
no
like
energy.
breathing. We definitely thought she was in that thing passed out. Boy. Her mom said that she was about to go over there and slap her because she wasn't responding to it when she was calling her in.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of energy to push, and I hadn't eaten anything. Literally didn't have no sugar. I didn't have anything in my system since I got to the hospital.
Yeah, she was in that bit running off fumes.
Yeah, basically like a whole 2 days. So like I had no energy in me. Pushing was so tiring, and I was pushing for 2 hours, giving it my all. But when they were saying that they could see her head, like it gave me like confidence that my pushing was actually doing something. Because I was like, am I doing something? Remember, because I was pushing, I was like, is it even doing anything?
Yeah,
because I couldn't see and I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, in that 4-quarter game, she had overtime and took that bitch to the crib. Yes, sir.
So yeah, they were like, we see her hair, and then TJ said that the doctor was playing with her hair.
Yeah, literally just like swirling around the hair. I'm like, is this what doctors normally do?
She was playing with LAIA's hair while she was still in me, but okay, a little bit weird.
Yeah. I got to cut the umbilical cord and everything. It was crazy. Like the umbilical cord looks so fake. Like I recommend all the guys out there that's about to have a baby, cut the umbilical cord. Do it.
Yeah, and when they pulled her out of me, she's so long, it literally felt like a string. Like they were like pulling a rope up out of me. It felt
No,
like.
that was the umbilical cord.
Yeah, but like even when they pulled her out, and then the umbilical cord came after, like it felt like a whole rope came out of me, and all the pain goes away. Like as soon as she came out, literally I felt nothing. All the pain went away. Like, and they put her on my chest. We did skin to skin, and
they charged us for it. So just know skin to skin is $100. I'm joking. I don't know. People are saying that they charge you for it, but
yeah, I'm not sure. We didn't really look at our hospital bill thoroughly yet. But yeah, we did get our hospital bill. But yeah, when they put her on my chest, I thought I was gonna cry, but I didn't. I think I was just, even in the video.
I was gonna say you was just tired.
Yeah, I think I might include a video. If I do, it'll be a little bit after this.
Hi, cutie.
But I literally was just like, hi, my love.
She was exhausted.
I was exhausted. Like I could barely even speak, like or hold my eyes open. I could not hold my eyes open.
Yeah, I'm talking about she had a baby and they sewed her up and she got to lay down and they was taking all the measurements and stuff. KAYLEE was literally in the bed falling asleep.
Yeah, I could not hold my eyes open for nothing.
Wait, so everybody came that same day that she was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then mind you, while she was falling asleep. What?
Wait, are you going into the next day?
No, I was just like going into how like you was falling asleep and I was falling asleep.
Wait, I want to tell them how. Okay, so so they make you stay in the bed an hour after you give birth because the epidural is still like in your system. So after that hour, I got up to use the bathroom and to clean off because after that, the whole entire time that you're there, you're gonna be in blood. Like you're just in your gown in blood because every time they do a cervix check, they stick their fingers all the way up there like blood. Like every single time they check your cervix, and then also after you give birth, and I pooped while I gave birth. But you're just sitting in a bunch of nastiness. And so I wanted to get up and, you know, do all that. So when I did get up, it was literally like a horror scene of blood. TMI, but a bunch of blood just comes out.
Looked like a murder scene.
Yeah, it was so much. I did tear, so they had to give me 2 stitches. It was a secondary tear. So yeah, I did tear a little bit. What else? Yeah, so they cleaned me up and then they transferred us to the postpartum room.
Well, we were there for like how many days? Like 2? We didn't come back until like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Monday. I don't think we came back till like Monday. That was probably, bruh. When I tell you sleeping in the hospital, well, for the guys, the women, they get the whole bed. Sleeping in the hospital room on the couch and all that stuff. It was bad, bro. It was terrible. I hated it.
Yeah, they don't really care for the dads, really.
Yeah, it's like to the dads.
Yeah, and the hospital food is nasty, so we Uber Eats every day.
You know, and then people, family brought us food. My dad, your mom, she brought us food.
Yeah.
Okay,
We was on them biscuits real bad.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the biscuits was hidden.
Yeah, we went to this phase where we love these biscuits from Maple Street, and yeah, this was real good. Anyways, so yeah, we got transferred to the postpartum room. They thought that LAIA was gonna have to go into the NICU because she had was it the jaundice?
No, I think it was that, and then the way she would like breathing.
Yeah.
Through.
So she had jaundice, which is normal. 9 times out of 10, baby gets
Black
it.
babies.
Yeah, majority. No, I see white babies get them too. This girl on TikTok, her baby's like the whole face is yellow. LAIA only had it in her eyes.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they were gonna take her to the NICU because of that, and also her breathing, her chest. You could literally like see her chest going up and down like really quickly. Okay. But thank God she did not have to go to the NICU. It got better and it improved.
Yeah. And then like the flaring of the nostrils, like that concerns the doctors too.
Yeah. So everything was good. Our family came to see and everything like that, our close friends. And yeah, we had a good hospital experience, I would say, overall. Yeah,
but one thing I do want to say for all the parents out there, before you go to the hospital, get as much sleep as you can. Because after you leave the hospital, when you have that baby, you will lose a whole bunch of sleep. I'm not saying like people make it seem like it's like way harder than what it actually is to have a baby. It's not that hard, but I'm just saying sleep-wise, get as much sleep as you can because
we have
sleep
not
will be taken
had
from
like a good night's rest since leaving the hospital, and our baby's 2 months now.
Usually, like I don't know, I get up throughout the middle of the night, so I don't really have no issue getting up and feeding the baby and stuff like that. But other people, I know you guys, like some people do have issues with getting up in the middle of the night, so that does take the rest from me.
So that is our labor and delivery. That is our labor and delivery story. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Our baby is sleeping right now. She's gonna be getting up soon to eat. Can you check the camera?
I don't say I got like a little alert or something. So we got a little camera in the room set up so we can watch her.
She's still sleeping.
And knocked out.
Yeah, when she wakes up, we're going to give her a bath. Actually, let's go wake her up right now and give her a bath and then eat and then feed her. Because when she wakes up, she's going to be crazy to get that bottle. So just give her a bath now and then feed her after. And it's going to be bedtime.
For not only her, but for all of us.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and comment down any videos that you guys want to see us post in the future.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and we'll be back with more videos.
Y'all stay safe out there in them streets.